A lot has been said about the residential or the multifamily market in parts already, and the title of our panel is Soft Landing with Strong Fundamentals. After all we heard, it begs the question, is it a strong landing or a hard landing with soft fundamentals to some extent? In order to discuss that here, we've got a very distinguished panel, and I'm very pleased and very proud I've got the first female presenter or panelist here. So from a diversity perspective, this is a great panel. I love it already. Suzanne from GID, then we've got Nick from Sentinel, we've got Drew from Dermot, and we've got Duncan from Boston Property. So all over, it's a great, Boston, sorry.
That's right, Boston Capital Real Estate.
Boston Capital Real Estate Partners, sorry for that. It's Boston was right.
That's okay, least. There's a lot of Bostons.
Yeah, even it's a challenging market, what we heard. But, the idea of the conference is that you've got a chance to meet those people, so I don't let them pitch their companies and everything. It's a conference to meet people, to get introductions, to get them, so get to know those folks after the panel, during the other opportunities, and drill them down on what they're really doing. For us here, it's important to focus on the facts and just diving right into that. So, is it really a soft landing from everything what we heard, or is it not? Or is it more like a bumpy if the plane goes Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and then eventually it stops? So, Suzanne, starting with you, what is your view?
All right. I think you have to look market by market, right? Is it a soft landing in core markets where fundamentals are back in balance, maybe even a little undersupplied? I think yes. Is it a soft landing in the Sun Belt? No.
That's an interesting comment. I know, Drew, you're active as well in Florida, which is somewhere that's a market. What is your view? Will it, for Florida, be a soft landing? I know otherwise you're in New York, and we heard New York is difficult, but we come to that later on.
Yeah, thanks. Soft landing, I'm not even sure what that really means, because it's usually defined in a way that's talking about whether or not we're having a recession or not from a macroeconomic perspective. I mean, if you just look at what happened from peak to trough, real estate values, specifically in multifamily, were down 20%. So that's not really a soft landing, that's a recession from valuation standpoint. But we are seeing NOI growth and fundamental growth both in New York and in Florida. So I think from the fundamental standpoint, it is a soft landing and on an upward trajectory. It's all, valuations seem to be completely correlated to interest rates right now, and people are just sort of figuring out, okay, is that the right time to sell? Is it the right time to buy? And what's the sort of outlook going forward? So I think it's soft.
Well, I put a question on that, right? I saw Duncan smiling, I saw Nick smiling in part. We heard as well on the AEW presentation, multifamily is overpriced. So if it's overpriced, Duncan, you're still smiling. Is it?
Yeah, I go back to